Okay, chemist, you are with me in my kitchen as I do this. Don't believe me? Here's me hitting a pan. That wasn't too loud. Okay, but so, one of the equations in the chemical reactions you will have to do on tomorrow's tests is the synthesis of calcium chloride. You won't have this specific problem, but you will definitely have synthesis. Okay, I guarantee you, it's going to be on there. Synthesis, yes, absolutely. So, think of the general form. Be able to locate the general form that's in your notes. If you remember the general form for synthesis, give me a second here as I type it in. It's two elements coming together. So you think of two elements coming together, A plus B gives us something a little more complicated, usually a compound. So it gives us that. There's a generalized form. A plus B reacts to form AB. So in this case, for us, calcium chloride is A. Chlorine, B. Calcium chloride, AB. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this out. Write out what you know. I'm going to put some stuff over on this right side. I know that I have calcium and I have chlorine. Couple of things I need to keep in mind. Okay? Calcium is in group 2. Correct? If you don't believe me, look at your periodic table. Everything in group 2 will form a +2 cation. Alright, chlorine being in group 7A, it's a halogen. It will form a -1 anion. Right? Another thing I have to keep in mind, so I'm going to start to write this out, because it will be calcium is solid at room temperature plus chlorine. This is key. Chlorine is a diatomic gas. That is so important. Don't lose points because of that. Chlorine is a diatomic gas. Okay? So, when these come together to form calcium chloride, now, calcium as we see up here is a +2 valence. Chlorine is a -1. That means I need 2 of those chlorines to balance out with the +2 of that calcium. So, CaCl2. This is an ionic substance, which is solid at room temperature. Now, please, I'm begging you, do not think I just simply carried over the subscript. I didn't. This one right here, this chlorine was on its own, so it's a diatomic molecule. This 2 over here came from the charges. We need it to be neutral, so I needed 2 of them to balance out with that. Okay? Alright, so now I have to see if it's balanced. 1 calcium here. Actually, I can use a highlighter for this part. This would be cool. Ooh, I'm going to use red. 1 calcium here. 1 calcium here. Switch it up for chlorine. 2 chlorines here. 2 chlorines here. I am a happy camper. This is the synthesis of calcium chloride.